Okay guys, this is Mithril, back with another Fallout New Vegas video, and today I thought before we do any more of the main mission, as you can see here, I thought we would talk to Arcade Gannon and do his companion quest. As soon as I can get to talk to him.
What's up?
As you can see, Veronica's gone, it's just me and Eddie.
Hi. If you're looking for medical help, try the other doctors. I'm just a researcher, not even a particularly good one.
Oh, come on, Arcade. Let's see. What kind of research?
Oh, you know, finding alternative treatments for common illnesses and injuries, stim packs out of barrel cacti, and other fantastic improbabilities. As far as fruitless wastes of time go, it's quite noble in its aims.
Yeah, I could see that. What's the goal?
For the past 100 years or so, the followers have managed to get by using salvaged medical supplies from the old world. But the side effect of medical success is that more people live longer. Funny how that works. Eventually, we'll run out of hospitals to loot. We need new ways to produce those supplies, or maybe old ways if this research goes anywhere.
Let's see, you don't sound too enthusiastic about it.
I'm enthusiastic about helping people, but nihil novi sub sole.
Isn't that the language that Caesar's legion speaks?
Caesar can cite Cato to suit his purpose. Many people have spoken Latin. Some of them were quite pleasant. It's unfortunate that the language is now associated with the gentleman across the river.
Where did you learn that?
Not from the Legion, if that's what you're getting at. Books, sheet music, gladiator movie holotapes, bits and pieces here and there. The followers have extensive libraries, but we all draw water from the same old well. Even Caesar.
Do you know much about Caesar?
I don't know anything that the others couldn't tell you. Caesar was one of the followers, before my time, of course. He wanted to rebuild the new world in the image of the old. A sad story of good intentions gone
bad, yeah.
In that regard, he's hardly unique. If you set aside his leadership capabilities, extensive knowledge, and ruthless cunning, he's just another jerk who steps on people to get his way.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
Certainly.
Why do you do research instead of providing medical assistance?
Not all followers are people persons. Besides, someone needs to do research. I have no problem with Julie sticking me back here. Out of sight, out of mind. There are worse things one can be, though I do admit it is a bit boring. Though it has a noble goal, I don't think this research will yield much fruit. No pun intended.
Why don't you come with me then?
No offense intended, but why should I go anywhere with you?
Let's see. Speech is 75. Things are bad around here. I like to make a difference, and I'd like you to help me. Alright, confirmed bachelor. I need a good-looking doctor to help me take care of me in the big, bad wasteland. Let's go with this one.
That seems appropriately resolute and yet vague. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and go with you, but let me be clear about something. If you plan to help Caesar's Legion, this is going to be a brief relationship.
Hey man, no Caesar
I may not
here.
have all the answers for how to fix
Only Caesar
precise
salads.
problems, but Caesar taking control isn't part of the solution. Fair?
Fair enough.
There's something about that robot that doesn't seem all right to me. I'm not saying we shouldn't take it with us. I'm just saying that if it were to fall into Lake Mead and be irreparably damaged, and if you threw an EMP grenade in after it, well, there are worse things happening in the world, right?
Okay, he's giving me the better healing perk. We'll look at that in a second. What's your problem with Eddie?
It just seems a little twitchy. Some of these robots, you look at them the wrong way, don't screw in a vacuum tube right. The next thing you know, you're a pile of ash on the floor and someone's stepping out of a vertibird to sweep your remains into a Nuka-Cola bottle.
That sounds a little paranoid, Arcade.
Does it? Does it?
Alright, now let's see what is better healing. Better healing, where Arcade is a companion, the player regains more health from all sources. Very nice.
Hey.
Is he following us? Okay, good. Now we have to take him a couple places. And the first one I'm going to take him to is Retcon.
I've read about Repcon. I think they did some work with the the government before the war. Rockets and some energy weapon prototypes, I think.
I don't remember the combination or the path. What kind of prototypes?
Plasma rifles. They were intended to replace the P-94 plasma caster. There was some corporate espionage going on between Poseidon Energy's Project Semele and whatever was going on here.
How do you know so much about this again?
Stop thinking so much. Thanks.
Okay, that's one location. And then I'm going to have to take him to the crashed vertibird that's somewhere in this area, but the closest place we have would probably be this place. Uh-oh, looks like we're already surrounded by the Legion. It's somewhere out there. Really, Arcade, you have a Ripper? It's firing at us.
If you would like me to die very rapidly, this is... No arguments from me.
Okay, there we go.
Looks like break time's over.
Well, whatever he shot's dead, so I'll give him that. Yeah, the vertibird, let's see. There's the house, or the farm, I believe, with all the mad ramen. And then it should be somewhere in between these two hills. Damn it. Or dang it. He needs better armor. Dang it, I should have got him something. Obviously can't have him wearing Legion armor as he does not like the Legion. So I'll have to think of something to give him, but I don't think I have anything. Not really. Alright, but we're back on track though. I wish you could play music without it being copyrighted, but sorry, no bangers. There's Camp Searchlight. And I'm going to stay away from this place because it does have raiders. And I want to get to the mission as soon as possible. Yeah, there's a sad story here at this farm. There'll be notes around if you want to come check it out. Or just look up a lore video on YouTube, no problem. But I will get the location since I am here. And before I roll up on the vertibird, I will switch out my weapon. Somewhere back here. Could that be it? No, it's ghouls. And then you take one look at the map. Maybe it's a little over, but it's somewhere back here. Could have sworn it was somewhere in this area. Oh, I see a map marker. But I don't think that's it. I think that's for the, oh, no, maybe it is. I thought it was for that. Or is this for the, Caesar's safe house? Caesar's Legion safe house. Isn't that around here? Yeah. Well, I get it since I'm here. I must be too far over. Alright, I guess we're backtracking. Might as well pass through the ghouls, you know, get some experience. That way I level up. Come on, arcade, get him. Come on, arcade. Oh, dang it. Guess I have to get rid of my rats. Need some more rat away. It must be over here then. Yep, I was just too far over. Okay, let me get on this hill. That way I can get a better sniping advantage.
Looks like break time's over.
Stop right before, dang it. Let's see, I just got an achievement, Master of the Arsenal.
Here we go.
I do not know what that achievement is. That must be a something else.
Here we go.
Come on. Eddie, get out of my way. They must be down there. Oh, not right now, game. Come on. We shall go lockpick. And since we're going in close range combat, dinner bell. Do I have any slugs? I think these are pulse slugs. Yep, pulse slugs, just like I thought. Well, someone's putting the hurt on them. Since I am right here, I'll take what little ammo they have. Honestly, a good source of ammo. Crash vertebrate, and then I will take this. I made a short on this, if you guys want to check that out.
Interesting. It's been a long time since I've seen one of these.
When was that?
Huh. Good question. Must have been in a book.
I need to talk to you about something, if you haven't.
Okay, here we go. Sure.
Any day now? Caesar's going to try to march across Hoover Dam and kick NCR out of the Mojave. We're getting caught up in something important out here. Hell, after how you handled Benny, you're practically right in the middle of all this. I know I'm just along for the ride, but it's made me think about the past and how I might be able to help out.
Okay, what are you talking about?
I wasn't always with the followers, or with the NCR. My late father was an officer in a group called the Enclave, a remnant of America's pre-war government. Memories being short around here, not a whole lot of people remember them. But they did bad things. Terrorized communities, kidnapped people. Eventually someone stopped them. I was born a few years later at a military base on the coast, a place called Navarro.
Okay, where did the Enclave go?
A lot of different places. I only know what I was told. Some of them were cut down by the NCR and the Brotherhood. Some of them went east. My mother never told me what happened to my father, but she and I went south with some others and integrated into the NCR. When the NCR learned that Enclave personnel had integrated, we kept moving to the fringes. It's one of the reasons why I wound up out here.
What happened to Navarro Arcade?
After the Enclave's command structure fell apart, it was only a matter of time before Navarro was overrun by NCR forces. My mother and I left with some of the troopers from my father's old unit, the same people I've kept in contact with over the years. Anyone who didn't get out was killed by the NCR. Even some of the ones who escaped were eventually hunted down by the Brotherhood of Steel.
Where are you going with all this?
The Enclave did a lot of bad things, but there were good people at Navarro. Good people with a lot of experience. Not many of them are alive anymore, but I think they can make a difference in the fight against Caesar.
Say no more. I'll do it.
Great. I'd like you to talk to the old-timers, the remnants. I don't think I can convince them by myself. To them, I'm still a kid. But you're a big part of what's happening out here. When you talk to them, they'll understand how important this all is. I've kept in contact with them over the years, so I know where you can find them. But I doubt they'll open up to you unless I come along. I know I'm not always the most serious guy around, but this means a lot to me. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem, Arcade. Finally. I'm going to say this wrong, but for Auld Lang Syne. Put that up there. Get rid of this. Talk to... what was her name? Something with a J, I think. I was thinking Old Lady Gibson, but that's not it. Yeah. What is her name? It's like Janet, I think. Jean or something. Oh, way off.
NCR
Daisy.
Took back Nelson. Fine weather for flying. It's times like these that make me miss it all.
Arcade asked me to find you. I'm recruiting the remnant, and they'll need your piloting skills.
Told you everything about us, did he? Well, it's been a while since I've had my hands on the controls of a vertibird. There's a chance I could crash us in the middle of Lake Mead. That place seems to attract aircraft for some reason.
Yeah, it's
But
bad
if
water.
I get one more chance to fly, count me in. I'll be there. My part of the passphrase is dear.
How did you like flying vertibirds for the Enclave?
I was never happier than when I was in the cockpit. I was able to go just about anywhere and everywhere, limited only by the fuel I could carry. There were more than a few missions where I took the scenic route home just so I could stay in the air. Got hell for it every time, but worth it. Some of the things we did were questionable, I know. That's just how it
I
was
was a little
back
thirsty.
then. Figure I've done enough good to make up for any sins, anyhow.
Alright, you were a pilot?
Vertibird pilot. 71 missions and only lost one chopper.
That's pretty
Rotor
good.
malfunction over Klamath. Hard landing, but I walked away.
What do you do in Novak?
I help folks strip down the more complicated bits of salvage they bring in. Engines mostly. The bits and pieces we take out are usually worth more than the whole thing put together.
Alright, goodbye.
Watch your six out there.
Alright, now on to the next person.
Since my mother died, Daisy's been the only woman in my life.
You good there, okay?
She was the only other woman close to my father, too. She flew him out on over a dozen missions, including his last. I've always been close to Daisy. There have been some good men along the way, but lovers make poor confidants. Daisy never had children of her own, so she was always there to listen. Being in the Enclave didn't mean much to her. She just loved to fly. It broke her heart to be grounded.
I bet. It's an important part of her life. Why shouldn't she enjoy it?
As screwed up as it sounds, at least she was a part of something. Granted, it was something admittedly pretty bad, but it was something. If you spent the first half of your life flying Enclave troopers in a vertibird, I suppose picking over pre-war rocket parts doesn't quite compare.
Alright, other than this little freak out, who are we going to next? Let's see. Let us... We'll go here, get this guy, and then I believe this is Cannibal Johnson. Weird how they all ended up in pretty much New Vegas. What's this guy's name again? Is he gonna tell me? Orion?
Looks like I forgot to lock the doors again. If you're with the NCR, get out. This place is mine, and I'm not leaving.
No. Arcade and I were looking for you. We're gathering the remnants.
Been a while, Arcade. So, what's the point of all this? Can't find any younger mercenaries?
Your advanced level of tech would be useful in settling things between the NCR and the Legion. There isn't anyone else with your equipment and expertise. I never said anything about paying you. Let's go this one, since they don't really like the NCR.
You can thank the NCR for that one. Wait, this isn't on behalf of the NCR, is it?
Does it matter?
Yeah, it does. There's not a chance you'll find me helping the NCR in any way. They've caused me too much grief.
So you're not coming?
Oh, I'll come. But depending on the plan, I might not be staying. Keep that in mind. Arcade might have mentioned there's a passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My part is remember.
Okay, what did you do when you were with the Enclave?
Heavy weapons trooper. Nothing better than hosing down a target with an excess of bullets and laser fire. By the time I got through with things, not much was left standing. Any morons who didn't run when they saw me coming got what they deserved. Back then, it was war. If we'd been on the winning side,
You would have been a hero.
called a hero.
Yep, one man's hero is another's villain. Do you have something against the NCR?
Oh, like you wouldn't believe. The NCR makes a habit out of wrecking homes. I came out here to get away from them. Didn't work out so well. Next thing I know, I'm squatting in their land. Never mind that I already been living here for years.
So what do you do around here then?
Do? I don't do anything. I'm retired.
Alright, what did you do before you were retired?
I was a soldier. Why do you even care? I came out here to forget about the past, so quit bringing it up.
Alright, my bad. Goodbye.
Moreno took the fall of the Enclave hard. He never questioned his orders, never questioned the legitimacy of what the Enclave was doing. To him, it was all one unbroken chain, from Washington to Richardson. When we left Navarro, I remember looking up at Moreno. He said, "Kiss America goodbye, boys." When we left the Enclave behind, the love in him burned itself out.
Well, he believed in
Now
what
there's
he was
just a bitter
doing.
old man left.
Don't be too hard on him. It's part of who he is.
I suppose you're right. When you're part of something for that long, maybe it's impossible to let go without losing part of yourself. Moreno may be a stubborn son of a bitch, but at least he's loyal.
True that. Alright, now to Cannibal Johnson. Weird. Well, at least the moon's okay. Imagine that. Fallout. On the moon. I mean, considering we already had... I'm having a brain fart. A Mothership Zeta where we're up in space. I mean, it wouldn't be too far off to go to the moon. Just an idea for Fallout 5. Please, Bethesda. You could put my check in the mail. Weird. Like, what is this? A stop? A checkpoint? I don't know what that is. Lookout? Where is Maria? She is. Where is this cave entrance? Must be on the other side. Somewhere around here. Oh, haul that rock. I'll take that. Make sure there's no... Oh, I knew there was a freaking booby trap, but it happens.
Well, it's about damn time. What took you... Oh,
Oh?
I've been in the Reaper's shadow for a long time now, and I thought he'd finally showed up to collect. He's just mocking me now.
Well, Arcade asked me to gather all the remaining members of the Enclave in the Mojave.
Thought I recognized the fellow with you. So what's this reunion all about then?
He thinks your expertise and technology will help resolve the conflict in this region.
Well, now there's an interesting idea. Do a bit of good before we're all dead and forgotten. You can count me in. Oh, and in case Arcade forgot to mention it, there's a 5-word passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My word is Auld.
Let's see.
Appropriate.
Dear, remember, and old.
If I had to pick anyone who didn't belong in the Enclave, it would definitely be Johnson. He hated what the Enclave was doing. Day to day, week to week, he would question orders, subvert mission objectives, do anything he could to serve without serving.
Surprised they didn't get rid
It's
of him.
amazing he was never court-martialed. He always had good things to say about my father. Said I was like him in a lot of ways. I wish I knew.
Why worry about it? You don't have to be your father.
I grew up without him. I'll always feel like something is missing from my life,
And
but you're
even
right.
in the apocalypse.
It's not like I'm the only kid in the wasteland
Dads
who's
are
grown
not
up without
there.
a dad. Johnson always said my father was a good man. If that's the only thing about me that's like him, that's enough for me.
Sometimes just being a good man is enough. Oh man, he even has an Enclave footlocker just right there. It's got old movies. Oh, old movie posters, I should say. Alright, and the next one... I'm sure they got it. For a second, I thought I'd have to step in.
West Side, huh? I passed through here with another follower a while back, Anderson. The locals were having a lot of trouble getting water through.
I'm glad mean son of a bitch is on our side.
MSOB is a super mutant, as you can see. And he's a friendly super mutant. Judah Krieger.
You don't strike me as someone down on their luck. What brings you to Westside?
Arcade asked me to find the boys.
Hello, Arcade. Making some new friends, are you? Why the need for a bunch of old war horses like us?
You'll be the element of surprise.
Swooping in on a vertibird, guns blazing? Haven't done that in years, but all right, I'm in.
It's like riding
None
a
of
bike.
this means a thing if the rest of the group doesn't show up, though. Oh, and you'll need my part of the passphrase to get into the bunker. Navarro.
Tell me about the old days with the Enclave.
I miss those days sometimes. We all had a purpose, you know? I admit that some of the folks in charge were pretty ruthless. The rest of us, though, we were just trying to civilize things. The NCR was still new, and it didn't look like they'd last all that long. Then we lost the oil rig, and shortly after that, the base at Navarro. Nobody left except us remnants.
Did I ask Cannibal Johnson about anything? I don't remember now. What happened to the Enclave oil rig in Navarro?
Internal sabotage took down the oil rig. Never did get the full story. The NCR took out Navarro, saying we posed a threat to the region.
Alright, I'd like to know more about your former squad.
I was the officer in charge, and Johnson and Moreno were my heavy hitters. Henry handled tech things, and Whitman flew the chopper. Johnson and Moreno never got along, and I had my hands full keeping those two apart some days. It was a difference in philosophy, mostly. Mercy was not part of Moreno's vocabulary.
And now these two options are just boring old West Side stuff. Alright, now the last one to get is Henry at Jacobstown. Luckily, we've been here.
Judah Krieger is the glue that's kept us all together over the years. And
Thanks,
with
Eddie.
good reason. Anyone who can command Moreno and Johnson in the same unit without somebody getting fragged is one hell of a leader. Krieger was polite and kind, but never warm. He always did his best to make me feel welcome in the group. I think he did it out of a sense of loyalty to my father. Loyalty means a lot to Judah. Not loyalty to the Enclave, or even the ideals they fought for, but to the people who served with him.
Ah, I see. You got my back, got your back. That's their story, Arcade, not yours.
Oh, I know. I was only a boy when they went through hell together. I'm glad you're helping me reunite them. Even if I'm still just a spectator in all of this, I know they can still do some good.
Man, Arcade, living in your father's shadow. Just remember, like I said, sometimes being a good man is just enough. Just being kind and helping those around you. Sometimes that's all people need, is a little kindness. Oops. Man, those are some strong rays. Hello again, Henry.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Yep, Arcade's asked me to gather the boys.
I'm intrigued, so I'll go to this reunion. I'll be handing things over to Calamity, so talk to her if anything comes up. Oh, you'll need my word from the passphrase to get into the bunker. Friends. Don't forget it.
Let's see. My dear old friends, remember Navarro. And I think this is just his normal Jacobstown dialogue.
Yes, yes.
You got something to say? Yep.
Doc Henry always was a hard one to figure out. It didn't seem to matter whether he was working with humans or dogs. He had an equal lack of affection for both. A regular Diogenes. I'm not sure what the man was
Diogenes,
after.
I think, was a
Knowledge
philosopher.
is power,
Can't remember if he
but
was
to
Greek
what
or
end for
Roman,
him
but he
be,
was
I
something.
have no idea. The problem was what mattered to him, not its practical impact. He simply solved riddles because they existed.
Well, let's see. His work was what mattered to him.
Not everyone dreams of being a revolutionary, I suppose. Maybe we can't all change the world. Maybe it's enough just to do good for the short time that we're here. No one's going to sing Doc Henry's praises when he's gone. But he's probably saved more lives than I ever will.
Well, I don't know about that. Hold your horses. I mean, you're still pretty young. Now, the Remnant's bunker should only be... yeah, so far. Let's see. My dear old friends. My old dear friends. Remember Navarro. My dear old friends. Remember Navarro. It's gonna be something like that, right? The password. Unless it's remember Navarro, my dear old friends. Something to that effect. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, another space DLC would be cool. I mean, Mothership Zeta was awesome. I can't wait to start playing Fallout 3 and doing those. What do you guys see, Mantis? Yep, just a Mantis. Now, how do I get there? I think I have to go back, go around. Trying to look, but it's somewhere over here.
Here we go.
Here we go. Good shot, Arcade. Man, he's a snapshot with that plasma defender. Guess we'll just go straight. This is in the side of the hill. Now the real question is, there going to be an invisible wall? Nope. Pretty secluded place, I'll give him that. What's it going to be? My dear old friends, remember Navarro? Remember Navarro, my dear old friends. Oh, dear old friends. Remember Navarro. I was close enough. You okay, Arcade? What a steep thing of stairs. I must have done this mission for the first time after like my third playthrough. Because it's like, how are you supposed to find this first time around? We good here?
I hear reports of Legion raiding.
Glad to see you made it here all right. So, who are we going up against?
I guess help the NCR.
Then that's the plan. We're gonna have a problem with Moreno, though. He won't like that we're helping the NCR. You'll have to talk to him.
Alright, I'll talk to Moreno.
You've got only one chance at this. I know Moreno. Once he's made up his mind about something, there's no changing it.
But he's all over the place. They can't all be rookies.
I didn't come all the way out here just so we could save the fucking NCR. I'm out.
Okay, speech of 80. The remnants come in, guns blazing, showing the NCR how it's done. You actually don't want that?
I can't believe you've actually talked me into this. Fine, I'm in. But don't expect me to hold my fire if any NCR troops get in the way.
You do you.
Thanks for doing this. Getting them all back together again.
Oh, it's no problem.
I'll be honest. When Moreno started going off, I didn't think we'd all be walking out of there in one piece. I still don't know how this is all going to shake out in the end. but at least the Enclave can atone a bit for all the damage it's done.
Let's see, you've certainly done your part.
I've been wondering about Daisy and the others for so long, I still haven't figured out what I should do. I mean, I'm not like them. I was born at Navarro, and my father served with them, but I wasn't really part of the Enclave. It seems presumptuous of me to think I could join the fight, even if this is a cause worth fighting for. Because I know when fighting breaks out of the dam, all hell is going to break loose in Freeside. They're gonna need every doctor they can get.
If you're so sure it's going to be a bloodbath, maybe you should stay in Freeside. What happens in Freeside won't make any difference if the Legion takes the dam. Fight with them. Arcade, in the end, isn't like his father. We'll go this one.
I figured you'd say that. Sometimes staying put is the best thing you can do. I'll leave the fighting to the old war horses. It's what they were made for. I need to go take care of something before I set up at Freeside. I'll see you soon. And again, thanks for your help with the others.
Okay, I've lost his Arcade's better healing perk. Arcade has returned to Freeside.
Moreno's a stubborn son of a bitch, but he's also tougher than any of us. I'm glad you were able to talk him into staying. Since Whitman will be staying with the Vertibird, she's offered to give her old suit of power armor to you.
Oh,
You'll need
thanks.
special training to use it properly, so talk to her as soon as you get the chance.
I'll talk to her then.
The training might take several hours, so keep that in mind.
Luckily, I'm already friends with the Brotherhood.
I appreciate you keeping Orion in the group. Since I won't be needing my armor, makes the cockpit a bit cramped, you should take it. It'll take a few hours to show you how to use it properly, so let's get started.
Oh, but now I am too heavy. But alright, let's check out what it is. Okay, so Remnant's power armor gives you 1 strength and 15 rad resistance, while the T45D power armor gives you 2 strength, minus 2 agility, and 10 rad resistance. I said 10 rad resistance. Although, this one does have a better DT. What about the helmet? Minus 1 charisma, and plus 5 rad resistance. Alright, so the helmet is better. But I have too much stuff. Eddie, come here. You are unfortunately going to have to carry some things for me, like this, like this. This super sledge. Don't need this anymore. You can hold on to that too. Alright, sweet. I'm going to wear this though. Did I say I was going to wear that? Never mind, because I don't have the strength to wear it. But I will show it off once I get out. That way you guys can see it in the sun. Oh, look, it's Arcade again.
Like I said, I needed to go do something. This is it. It belonged to my father. I thought I might wear it at Hoover Dam, but after you talked me out of it, I didn't see the point in hanging on to it any longer. I'm here because of you, so I figured you're the one most deserving of it. It should protect you from everything short of a plasma caster. And if you need anything at all, you know where to find me.
I'm honored, Arcane.
It's the least I could do. All I ask is that you put it to good use. This place has lived in the shadow of Caesar for long enough. I may not be the one to help stop him here, but you are. Fortis fortuna adiuvat. Good luck. And goodbye.
Was that fortune favors the bold? I could be wrong. I don't know Latin. Right, and this is how you get Ganon family Tesla armor. But first, that way I can show you the difference. Here's the remnants. As you can see, pretty swanky looking. Go in the back. Front again. And then there's Arcade, or the Ganon family Tesla armor, which gives you 10 energy weapons, 20 rad resistance. Let's see, it is damaged, so it only gives you a DT of 26 at the time. And the helmet gives you -1 charisma and +5. Alright, so the same thing, but as you can see, a little different. You have a little more lights and stuff, little bits and bobs. But now I'm heavy again. Don't know how much. 35, 45. Oh yeah, it's even lighter. Medium, light, heavy, light. Well, I'm pretty sure that was the mission. Just confirm. Yep. Alright guys, this is Mithril, and I will be signing out for today. So if you guys like this video, leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do or don't. I can't make you do anything you want to do, but it would help my channel a lot. A whole lot, actually. That way I can give you guys better content, and that way, you know, I feel good, you feel good, thing like that. But, alright, this is a Mithril. I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Away!